John Ridley reveals his scrapped Marvel TV series was based on the Eternals. My version was the good version. My version was the good version. Well, the good version certainly wasn't what we got in theaters, but we'll talk about that on the other side of this.
I can't start crying before the movie starts.
They're incredibly diverse in the Eternals. It's just the diversity of this cast here, the diverse team.
I really think this is a beautiful film. It's an exciting film.
It has a lot to do with Jack Kirby and honoring the creation of the characters, and it just led us to look for a diverse cast.
It's unbelievable.
They're incredibly diverse.
And this is surreal.
Well, for both of you, too, this film has such diversity.
Yeah, hopefully everybody loves it.
John Ridley is finally opening up about the Marvel series he was developing at ABC back in 2015. Etep right here with you this morning, talking about the Eternals, something that I don't enjoy talking about, a movie I did not enjoy watching. It was boring. It had drab color palettes, and beside all that, it was poorly constructed. And honestly, I couldn't have cared less about the majority of the characters because they were just highly unlikable. The Oscar winner made an appearance on the Comic Book Club podcast where he revealed the Marvel property he had been working on, and it had to do with the Eternals. It's not in the works anymore, Ridley revealed. It was a television version of the Eternals, but good. I like how he throws that in.
So that just happened.
At the time, Marvel Television was producing shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, Netflix's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, among others. The television arm of the Marvel Entertainment was incorporated into the Marvel Studios group, and the Eternals was scrapped.
Oh, it's a piece of crap.
My version was the good version, Ridley said. It was so fucking weird. There was my version, a good version, which is good to me, which that doesn't mean anything. There was the version that Marvel ended up doing, which I don't think that version was particularly good, I'll be honest. Marvel ended up producing a film in 2021 based on the Eternals, who are immortal alien beings that emerge from hiding after thousands of years to protect Earth from their counterparts known as the Deviants. The film was produced by Chloe Zhao and featured an all-star cast including Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Gemma Chan, Kumail Nanjiani, Kit Harington, and many more.
Many diversity.
Yeah, so just so we're clear here, that version had a budget, folks, of, let's see, the budget for the Eternals was $236.2 million. Now, that doubles for marketing and distribution, which they don't incorporate into their reported budget. So you can use a 2.5 times multiplier for that. So roughly, I would say they needed to make around $750 million to start to turn a profit, because the budget on this did balloon a little bit because of reshoots and things like that. So they made $164,870,000 domestic. International, $237,194,665 for a worldwide total of $402,064,899, which means they lost a whopping $300+ million on this shit show movie, which they race and gender swapped most of the characters. And Mercari, who is played by Lauren Ridloff, who is actually a deaf actress, who I am a fan of from her time on The Walking Dead. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's a talented actress. But these, listen to the description again. They're alien beings who came here to protect. You know, they're supposedly, in the movie, they say they're created perfectly. They're synthetic. They're created perfectly, and after they serve their term, they get melted down, and they just come back in a new version. So if they're created perfect, why would you have a deaf one? That makes no sense. That's antithetical to perfection, is a defect. Do you see what I'm saying? This is my problem. Let's go back to Ridley's statements. My version started with the first thing you see is a young man, probably about 18 years old, the filmmaker said about the pilot. And he's sitting there for a moment, and then he lifts his hands. He has a drill in it, and he turns the drill on. He puts the drill into his ear, and he starts pushing it in. And then it goes from there. That's the start, right? That's how it starts. And then I think you see another kid, he sleeps in a bathtub, covers himself with foil. It's just a really weird story about these people who are, it's just weird. Ridley said his take on the Eternals had mixed reviews, saying it was a really hard property to develop. Ultimately, he came to the conclusion the best thing to happen for everybody was that it didn't happen with me because I don't know that it would have been entertaining. And I do mean what's entertaining to me is often not entertaining. Populist, which is great for a lot of the work I do, but this needed to be a little bit more popular, he added.
We lost the popular vote.
But, look, Marvel also had the Inhumans, which everybody wants to forget because it was so bad. And lest we forget New Mutants, that movie was on the shelf for years, and when it finally got released, it did literally nothing. Nobody talks about that movie anymore. It's like the Eternals. It's like Shang-Chi. Although Shang-Chi was just as bad, if not worse, because I actually fell asleep during Shang-Chi in the theater. And that movie I've watched 1.25 times because I tried to watch it with my son and he was bored within 10 minutes. Didn't want to watch it. So, yeah, the Eternals, we're never going to see a sequel to this. I don't think we'll ever see these characters again. Maybe the Black Knight, but even then, that's a stretch. I don't see these characters coming back. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. The only compelling character in the entire cast was Richard Madden's Icarus, and they killed him off, of course, because, the white male, everything's his fault. So, yeah, what do you think of John Ridley's statements? Would you have watched that TV show as he described it? Because it already, just in the description, sounds more interesting than the movie was. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Ding the bell for notifications. If you're interested in requesting specific videos, reviews, discussion topics, join as a channel member at the $4.99 Harvey Wakuian producer tier to get those perks. If not, if you want to be a Kazooian for $2.99 a month and get a Kazoo and a trading card when you sign up, sent to you directly from me, Etep at the Place to Be, you can do that as well. If not, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. I'm Etep Wakuian from the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I will catch you on the next one.